Welcome to WMSK Online Radio, home for the show under Good Morning Show. This is a sanctuary place to be free. I'm your girl, Queen Mimi. Nico, stop shaking your head at me.
This is Nico. How y'all doing?
What up, homie?
What's going on?
What's going on?
How's you?
That's good. I'm good.
You sure?
Yes.
You seem like in a great mood. You got great aura about you. You got a good
No, I got a good aura about me. Hey.
See, I think you just go on and you know, man. I don't know what's wrong.
What?
Nothing. Hi. Hey, girl.
I can't be extra.
How you doing?
I'm extra.
Always.
I have always been extra. I am absolutely okay with it.
Oh, okay.
My extra is fabulous.
The extra is extra.
It's fabulous.
Okay. Sure.
I'm animated. Most people around me love it. Like,
Most
I'm
people.
okay. The people who don't like it shouldn't be around me.
I'm leaving, man. Useless.
I am who I am.
Uh-huh.
People who love me love it. Like, being around me is, is either all the way good or all the way bad. I typically don't have no middle ground.
I tolerate it from time to time.
Whatever you talk
Can
about.
I tell you that I have been feeling my age this week?
Really?
So like my
Oh?
yeah, so like my son's birthday was this past weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So he
You're
decided
welcome, by the way.
I did text you, thank you. You didn't respond back.
I was busy.
Eventually you can get up and say thank you.
I said you're welcome just now.
I mean you're welcome. Yo, that's like 8 days later. Whatever.
So
Anyway,
when your friends call you at the last minute to write gifts to you,
wait a minute. I get last minute calls all the time. Can you come help me do this, that, and the third? And what I asked you for only took you less than a minute.
because I'm good.
Exactly.
Okay, continue.
So anyway, my son's birthday was this weekend. So he wants to go to the Ninja Warrior place of Columbia. Cool. Go do that. Obstacle course and stuff. So I decide, all right, let me try to run up this ball. So the first time
That's a bad idea.
I did it in the socks that you get from there. They got the little grips on it. I slipped. Scraped my arm. Hurt my shoulder. My shoulder's been hurting ever since. That was Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah. And working like I do with a hurt shoulder, it's not helping it at all. And look at my arm. Look at it. It's all bruised up like I'm a little kid.
Ain't nobody tell you a big overgrown ass to try to run up a wall.
I made it though. Once I put my shoes on, I made it up the wall. I did the rock climbing. I made it up there.
Mm-hmm.
The obstacle course.
You fucked yourself up. Okay.
The obstacle course, I made it kind of halfway, and then I fell into onto the cushion. I was like, oh, this is nice.
Okay.
He had fun. That was all that mattered.
I guess that is all that matters. So
And it was cheap. I didn't have to come out of my pocket with a bunch of $100 this weekend. It's like, thank you.
well, I had some teenagers with me and my nieces with me.
Ooh.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah, but it's girls.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. All they wanted to do was watch TV and take over my TV.
Oh, wow.
They didn't eat a whole bunch.
What did they watch?
And anything. I just watched movies and let them have cable. And I took them to movies. We went to see like 4 movies over the week.
What should I go see? Oh, someone showing their age. They can't remember what happened this weekend.
What did we go see?
You go to Benji's? Oh, so y'all saw Deadpool?
No, we didn't watch it. We did
What else was there?
Incredibles 2.
Oh, okay.
And we did The Wasp.
Ant-Man and the Wasp?
Yes.
Okay, how was that?
I don't know. I saw it all.
All of it?
Yeah, it was that.
Was
I did see Incredibles 2. But I
that the first one?
Yeah, that was the first
Oh,
one.
okay, that's why you saw that.
And then we went and saw goodness, Skyscraper, which was pretty cool.
It was?
Right? It was. We saw Skyscraper and we saw Hotel Transylvania.
Oh, so you just did movies all weekend?
Yeah.
So you just moved it out. That should be the next day.
Now, you know I love movies. So I'm pretty cool with, I'm a movie person. So I watch movies every day. It's not a big deal for me.
It's gotta be something I really want to see go to movies for some reason.
So I need to pause this. Great. We caught up. Week. Great. I got some shit I need to talk about.
Really? Obviously, because we usually start off kind of slow and then get into the heavy stuff. You just want to hop right into it.
Yes, I got things I need. First of all, let me shout out every confident woman that is listening or watching the show. I say, get it, girl. Do your thing. I don't care what size you are. I don't care what you look like. I don't care if you get your hair done or don't get it done, or if you got makeup on or don't make up, if you're in sweatpants and tennis shoes, or if you are in a dress and some goddamn sandals. If you are confident in your skin and you love who you are, shout out to you. And the reason why I say that is because there's a bunch of miserable ass bitches in the world.
Oh my. What happened?
People just miserable, and because you fucking miserable, you want everybody else to be miserable. Because you don't like what you see in the mirror, you want to be putting your shit on me. Don't put your shit on me, because I am okay with who I am. I don't like it. It just burns my soul.
So what? I'm just saying, where is this coming from, though?
Multiple things.
Okay.
Some of this that I don't want to say on air.
But you bring it up. Okay. Well, so
I can bring it up and not say where it comes from.
Wait a minute. What you don't do is yell at me like that because you miserable, or somebody's trying to cast their misery on you.
Anyway, so one thing.
I didn't say you were. I did not mean to say you were miserable.
Wait a minute.
I didn't say someone's trying to cast their misery.
Okay.
So now you're trying to cast it on me. Don't do that.
But they
you don't yell at me, guys.
They can't.
Now, what
it
do you
is
say
impossible to be done.
All right. So what happened? Say something over here.
So what I'm trying to say is that sometimes people just are not happy in their situation. That's fine. But sometimes people are just happy within themselves. So you can be in miserable, fucked up situations and still be happy with who you are as a person. Be confident in who you are, what you do, how you carry yourself, just the skin that you're in, right? I live in that space 24/7. If it's something that I don't like about me, I change it. Like, I don't necessarily feel like looking at the spots on my face every day. So I beat my face to the gods. It's what I do. Those days that I feel a little, I wake up and I feel like my eyes is too dark, I put some fucking foundation on them. I cover it up and I feel better. That's what I feel like everybody should do instead of trying to make the people around you fucking miserable because you're miserable. But you do something about it. Do something about it.
Okay.
I think it's men too. I think there's some miserable ass men too in the world who just go out here and just be like, all right, well, I want to make everybody else around me miserable because I ain't happy with the punk ass bitch that I am.
Wait a minute. All that?
I'm sorry.
Jeez.
I'm trying to get some things off the chest.
Obviously, but good grief.
It just be a lot. I just don't be understanding why people be in the space that they in. It blows my mind that people don't understand you can, you don't have to be perfect in anybody else's eyes but yours. It's not necessary. Like, even flaws and alls, you still can be good with you. Listen, I got a kangaroo pouch.
Always.
That annoys the crap out of me. Right?
Oh, you know what I thought you were talking about?
What?
I thought you were talking about a fanny pack.
I got my fanny pack right now. That's not what I was talking about.
I thought this you were talking about right there. That's why I said always.
I'm talking about my girl pouch.
Okay.
This little fat little thing right here.
Okay.
That really seriously gets on my nerves, right?
Okay, what are you talking about?
But, on a regular basis, they didn't mess up with my self-confidence, not at all. If I feel like I want a skirt that's going to show my character, put a girdle on and keep it moving. Spanks are like a girl's best friend. And not that I feel like I'm sucking something in, it's because I want to smooth it out. I don't want you to see the bump in it. I want it to just be like, because I can't hide my curves, even my stomach curves, even in a dress, especially if it's fitting. Absolutely not. I just wanted to be smooth. I read a meme one day that said, if you wearing a sun, if you wearing a sunglass, if you're wearing a sundress and I don't see your stomach, I don't want to see it. Like you shouldn't wear it. Like I'm coming to the conclusion that men love big girls. That we are definitely in style. Like yeah, the thickness is it.
I like my stick. I don't wanna touch it.
But what about stomach though?
I don't have a problem with stomach.
So you've never like stomachs do not have never been an issue.
I like big boobs, and it usually comes on bigger women, so.
Yeah, but I'm saying, have you ever met a stomach that you didn't like?
I met a couple things I did.
I'm talking about a stomach in general. You know how you be like, sometimes you take the Spanx off and it's like, woo, like you do that.
I mean, there's some women that use stuff to help them lie, like they're not showing their full true self. I mean, not saying that I have a problem with
really
Spanx. I mean, there's some women that lie. Like you take makeup off,
it is.
Some of these MUAs should be locked up because they're con artists.
You locking people up?
Some of these MUAs are con artists.
Okay.
Because I saw one today. Like the girl was a nice chocolate color before, and she looked like Michael Jackson when he died afterwards. You know how Michael looked after all that.
What?
You know, she looked a totally different complexion.
Well, how's that possible?
Makeup.
I know, but I'm saying by her hands and your neck and stuff.
Look, MUA are con artists.
They con artists. You were so simple. So what I'm saying is that so I think I look like the same person with or without makeup. I think that makeup just enhances my beauty. I make my skin look clear. And that's pretty much about it. I think my spots on my face bother me more than it bothers anybody else. Most of the men I'm with be like, why you got that on?
What, makeup?
Yeah, they don't like people with makeup on. Like,
you okay either way.
I know. Thanks.
See, anyway. That's the last time in life I give you any type of compliment.
Why?
Because it just will be. Like,
okay. Anyway.
Never again.
It's not, but it's okay.
No, it will be.
Yeah, sometimes the makeup is done way too much. Sometimes it's clownish. You know, I had issues. So shout out to Two. He had a Bowman 80s/90s birthday party this past Saturday that I decorated for. You know, I pat myself on the back because it was hot. Anyway, we had a really good time. And I struggled, right? Because I had the whole checkerboard shorts with the leggings underneath and the slow socks and a hot top, freakeries, and a little top up, and my ponytail was in the side with a scrunchie. And then when I got to my makeup, I was like, I can't do the hot pink fucking cheeks and eyeshadow that goes all the way over here and shit. Because that's how I wore their makeup in the 80s and 90s, and I couldn't stomach it. I just couldn't do it because I don't like look like Ronnie McDonald. I don't. And I think that back then that's what they actually did. And now it's just to the 50th power. Like they take makeup to a whole nother level. Like it's like, really? It like is a complete transformation.
Oh, it's hard.
And so I think that, you know, some men are hesitant about, you know, women when it comes down to them going out and, you know, women.
Yeah, because I'll go out with one person and then the next date it's somebody different.
If they take it off?
Oh, they take it off or it's like.
Or you go sleep and you wake up next morning.
Right, you're like, who is you? I apologize for waking up next to you because I didn't need to come here.
Wow.
Thought it was somebody else.
That's bad. So how do you feel about wigs and fake hair and stuff?
I don't have a problem with it. I think.
So, you know, Jess, hilarious.
Oh my gosh. When I say the internet is undefeated on her, the internet was undefeated on Just Hilarious. Because that struggle ponytail that she had.
But the great thing about it is she was making fun of herself.
Oh yeah, she was making fun of herself,
She
and
started
the internet
it.
and
She
went.
did it.
I know, but the internet took it a whole lot further.
Of course, and I'm sure that she knew that it was going to. All I felt like it did is just make her even more popular. I did. I feel like it did.
I'm sure.
So would that bother you, though?
That struggle
If you
ponytail.
had that, if you met this, you know, and they got the curl like laid like all this down here, hair to a booty, and then you wake up the next morning and all the hair that's all the way down here is just a like struggle ponytail.
Well, see,
and she don't have no edges and nothing else.
I don't know, because first of all, the hair all the way down to the booty is, I think, sometimes a little too extra. Like the who had it? Was it Nicki Minaj? The hair
like down to the booty.
No, the one time it was like down to her calves, and it was like, no, that's just like ridiculously too much. Like 95 packs of hair in your head.
It's not. It's the length. It's not how many packs she had.
Well, obviously, I don't know.
9 times out of 10, she had a fucking wig on.
I don't know what it was. I just know it was ridiculously long, and she had to do a twirl and all that. Like you really killing the game with this fake hair. That's not yours. But okay, cool.
All right. So you don't have an issue with fake hair?
No, because I like braids. I kind of like long hair. I mean, I don't have a problem with it. Now, let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Did you see the guy with the beard? Yes.
That's some bullshit.
Yeah, really? So it doesn't. So is that the double standard right there?
Absolutely.
So a man can't have a fake hair?
Yeah, that's.
So if I peel mine off right now, you have a problem with that?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well,
I think
it's not going to peel off. It has to get shaved off.
But you know what I'm saying? I think that's like that's just something I feel like men should do. Like I don't have an issue with a man dyeing his hair. I don't like that Beijing shit. Like don't paint it on. But if you get some dyes, then because you don't want your braid to show, then by all means go ahead and do it. Like I feel like men should enhance themselves.
Yeah, because a lot of guys are getting the stuff so the shape up looks very sharp.
Right. Yeah, no, I don't have an issue with that either.
Okay.
Like the little, little spray stuff, and then they just do. I'm talking about that shit that look like somebody took like
a crayon, the black crayon, and went through it.
Yeah, and melted. Like that's what I'm talking about. I don't know, ladies that are watching and listening. Y'all tell me, do y'all have an issue with the whole fake beard thing and the fake hair, the fake men with the install in their hair? Like I've seen videos with the ball, like, and
I want to learn how to do that because that seems to be where the money is right now.
I'm just wondering.
Like they go from having the missing hair at the top, like George Jefferson, to looking like Drake.
Do you think that in a way it's kind of unfair for men to have to deal with the fact that okay, I lost my hair and now I have no other option but to cut it off, and if they got a bumpy ass head, then that's real ugly, right? Yeah. So I don't know. I don't really like being on a double standard.
I'm about to say because I think maybe
the hair wouldn't bother me. I think the beard bothers me. Because why you need a fucking beard? Maybe because I'm just not a big fan of beards. Like,
really?
Yeah, beard game don't do shit for me.
Really?
Nah.
I have learned something new about you.
You didn't know that?
I did not know that beards.
Okay, Nico, I don't like hair. I don't like hair.
I didn't know.
Period. I don't want I don't take video your hair. Like
I didn't know that.
I don't want to be tickled all between the legs. I don't want to. It's not for my life. Like I don't want to do it. So
I thought beard. I didn't know. I did not know.
No, I'm not a beard fan at all.
Interesting. I remember I told somebody I was gonna cut my beard and they lost their mind.
I can handle a little goatee. I can handle a little, but that and I can handle even like a close beard. But that long shit all the way down, I don't want no beard all the way down here. And then especially the ones that get all raggly and stuff like that, that is nasty to me. I can't.
I don't like the blown out beard. I've seen some guys.
They should do just
it's like they put a straightening comb through or something.
Yeah, I don't like
that.
What are you doing? Like
I don't like people like. Some
I
guys are
understand
really
it's some
like
women.
maintaining their beard.
It's some women out here who are all in love with beards.
Well, you know, the group Beard Game Matters, that had like 1 million plus people in it. Like, that joint went bananas for a hot second. It was like for a hot week, and then afterwards it went like every other group.
And no, I think it's still very popular. I never deleted myself from it. I just never say anything to it about it because I feel like one day I'm going to need to talk about it on the show. And so, I don't eliminate my stuff. This is going to get me tired.
You say you don't like beards. So
No,
now,
I'm saying I didn't take myself out of the group because it may actually give me a topic like that. So sometimes I see the guy post something and be like 1K messages, comments on it, and I'll be like, why?
I had like 60 likes. I felt real small. I think they get no 1,000 likes on the joint. I'm like, oh.
He might have just got lost.
It got lost, right? Sure.
Got lost in
Is that's what you're going to try to make me feel better?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. It got lost in the timeline. Cool.
Yeah, I can't do beards. I can do them like, my ex had one.
Oh. Full beard? Full goatee?
He has a full beard.
Okay.
And I well, I don't know what the fuck he got now. I ain't seen that bitch. But he has.
That's what we're doing tonight? Okay.
I'm just saying.
All right. Cool.
What?
I was thinking about not cutting mine off. I was going to trim it down a little bit.
And he had trimmed it down, and I really loved it.
Especially because the grades is they're really raggedy. I don't know what's up with the grades. They don't come in as straight as the black hair.
I've been in relationships with more than one guy that had a beard.
So you can do the beard. It's just not your preference.
It's just not my preference.
You rather.
And if you let it be unruly, I'm gonna be unruly.
You rather than have close shave.
Yes, I like really clean cut.
See, and then I look 10 if I do
I
that.
don't give a shit.
Wait a minute.
I like really clean cut.
Look pedophilish.
Really, you gotta look pedophilish because you look young.
Hey, I don't know. The pedophilish is not the word. I would look real immature.
Okay.
Definitely get carded all the time if I cut my hair off, my facial hair off.
Okay, well, you did that when you got your hair off.
That was different.
How
I look younger when I cut my hair off?
Yeah.
Really? I don't know that.
You did. Oh, interesting. And if you had the dreads and the beard, if you had posted the picture with the dreads and the beard and the beard thing, you could go.
And one of them just came across my timeline the other day. I was like, oh, I miss my hair.
Mm-hmm.
There's only times when I see it, I miss my hair, but I would not be growing it back.
I don't even fucking like it, so.
I want to grow it for you anyway. So.
I'm just saying. Oh my gosh. To each his own. If you like beards, I just don't. And I think that some men get completely out of control with it. And I think that if you are missing your hair and you want to replace it, I guess I can't get too mad with you, but don't put no fake beard on your face.
The beard look real clean though. I ain't gonna lie. Nice and chic, up and trimmed.
You already cut it. It's gone.
Ooh, what?
That's he said. Who was that? I want let's see before he got it.
I can
He
send
got
out
his dress off a long time ago.
I cut it like 4 years ago.
Have I known you that long? Oh my gosh! Well, I guess it felt like forever.
Yes.
It's been a pain in my ass. Oh, fuck.
I know you've been talking.
Really?
Months.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been like 4 years.
So let's get back to the move thing, right?
The who?
No, actually, let's go pay some bills.
Okay.
We're gonna pay some bills, and when we come back, we're gonna get back to the rudeness that you came in here with.
Why got rude?
And we're gonna talk about, whether or not getting some is can adjust your mood.
Mine?
People move too early.
Oh, okay.
Y'all stay tuned. We'll be right back. No, not just your mood. Just
What's wrong with my mood?
people move in your mood.
My mood is.
That's why you don't be listening.
My mood is. I need to dig off and not do that. Like literally the only way I'm gonna get a couple of.
Okay, make sure that you realize that I'm still on live. If you say something you want.
No, I said don't. I realize the only way that I'm gonna get like complete rest and I do that, I actually need to go somewhere.
Where you going?
I go to city somewhere.
You don't want to.
Nope, I didn't know.
Yeah. What you laughing at, D? What I say now?
I'm saying about either Ocean City or Ocean City.
Yeah.
I might go to Mars.
Mm.
Take it to the Mars.
You go by yourself? What you telling me that you want me to go?
Why don't you go?
Why would you want me to go?
I'm staying late.
The fuck is that mean?
Oh,
Oh, you want to take a chick that you can get some?
bro, I will go by myself. I have no problems doing that.
Well, why wouldn't you want to hang out with me?
Because I'm trying to get on with you for 48 hours. I don't want nobody mad at me because you with me.
No, that's not him.
I want that.
Hmm?
I mean, no problem.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll take girlfriend home. See if she's there.
Listen, this is who it is. I'm not gonna keep on. But they're fooling. Put your damn face down. I mean hands down. Come on, Nico.
What am I waiting to? Who wants to see me? Why?
Desi and D. That's who. That's her.
Hello.
Mm-hmm. And I know I act real like iffy because I'm feeling like turning the camera back. Why y'all do that with me? No, you don't share my phone.
That's fine.
Like, I don't understand what is up with men, the men in my life these days that realize that I don't share my food. Like,
I knew you was going to say no. That's why I said it. I actually don't want to.
I am such a giving person, but when it comes down to
I really want some ice cream.
they said you can trim your beard, but you can't go there.
I can't go bareface. I told you I'm gonna look like I'm 12. If I did it one time. Like I had like just a shadow.
Yo,
I was like, oh my goodness, I am so young.
everybody who knows me know that I will give you money. I will do anything for you. I am that type of friend. But I do not want to share my fucking food. I don't. Especially something really good that I really, really like. Like, I want every last bit of it.
I want some.
Huh?
I'm gonna go to Baton Rouge.
The best around won't be open with me then?
I'm at the 25. I'll just check right now.
What Baskin Robbins?
I believe the one on Baton Rouge. Asking Road. On Valley Road. The one Baton Rouge Dunkin' Donuts. The one Baton Rouge Dunkin' Donuts across from up near the 4-hour movie. He's about to check. Negative. They close at 10. Well, it kills that. And I don't want a whole gallon in my freezer.
Why did you don't go to McDonald's?
No, I want like cookies and cream. Butter pecan. My favorite.
Yeah, small ones are giant. Guys should be open.
I'm gonna close at 11.
Hmm?
I'm gonna close at 11. I don't think it's 24 hours days around there. Oh, they open at 12. Sinclair Road. Wayne. Awesome.
You're welcome.
Google told me that, not you.
I told you go giant.
Okay. I was about to talk about my father.
Welcome back to WMSK Online Radio, home of the show Underworld Morning Show. This is the Sanctuary, a safe place to be free. I'm your girl, Queen BB.
This is Nico.
Really, Nico?
What?
And the dance and stuff. You know we're being recorded on YouTube, right?
I was giving them all I got.
Okay.
Yep.
So when we first got in the studio, you were talking and you was like, you like my mood.
Uh-huh.
And you said that my mood was probably based on the fact that we regularly getting some.
I didn't see.
You're saying.
Uh-huh.
Because I guess that when I don't get some, I'm angry.
Sometimes.
I don't agree.
That you're angry or that you're getting some regularly?
I'm not getting any regular.
Wow.
It's very sporadic.
Oh.
It's very annoying. Because I like regular views.
You can get regular. Go in your DM right now. I'm sure you can get something.
I am 100% sure that I can have one every night.
Oh, there you go.
Probably a different one.
Well, there you go.
Choose not to go that route.
Okay, cool.
So, since I choose not to go that route, then I'm stuck in the situation I'm stuck in.
All right.
Hopefully, it will be ending soon.
Oh, boy.
The roster has been dwindling down.
The roster is dwindling down.
It is. I had no intentions of keeping the roster at the level that it was at.
Sounds like American Idol.
Like, it was meant to be. It was meant for cuts to happen, trades, you know. It was meant for that. And it was only supposed to be one MVP.
Uh-huh.
One left at the end. And then I would have to figure out what to do with my buck button.
Oh my goodness.
What? I'm still not understanding why you have an issue with me as a grown ass woman having a man that I know have known for majority of my life that we've had sex I don't know how many times. It is fucking amazing. And now that I am single and not in a relationship, when I need someone, call him.
Okay.
He already knows where I'm going.
Uh-huh. I'm sure.
It ain't a love thing.
Uh-huh.
It ain't it's you know what you're doing good.
Okay.
It feels good thing. It's you did something, I did something.
That's a lot of getting something happening.
What?
Nothing.
What is wrong with that?
I didn't say anything was wrong. I'm just saying.
You seem to be bothered.
Because I'm just used to you being in a relationship with one consistent relationship, not a jump off, basically.
He's not a jump off.
Look, it's a consistent jump off, but it's a jump off.
How's it a jump off?
I mean,
would it make a difference?
Friends with benefits, I'm sorry.
Well, so would it make a difference if we were in a relationship before?
Oh,
Would he still be considered a jump off?
maybe not a jump off, it's a friends with benefits. Or it's a benefit.
Yes, that's exactly what we are. He is literally my friend. That I happen to used to be in a relationship with him. But we are really good friends right now.
Okay. Yeah, really good friends right now.
Yeah, like we talk about our dates.
Man, y'all really, really good friends.
And we got some benefits to it.
Oh, okay, cool.
He remember, I remember. And so we will remember together.
Oh my goodness.
What? It's not like it'll continue once I get into a committed relationship.
Oh, it's not going to be a cutoff once you get in a relationship.
Yes.
Okay.
It's not a whole thing like I can't stay away from him like I want to cheat. It's I don't have nobody that I'm getting any from.
Okay.
I don't have nobody that I want any from.
It's something else.
And at this point, he is that.
Satisfying your need.
Yes.
Okay.
Because no, and I enjoy it. It is somebody else I want some from, but you know, he inconsistent. But he's gonna something happen, hopefully. And then and hopefully I won't be single.
Uh-huh.
And we'll be together.
Okay.
Because unfortunately, in this life, you can't control who you love. You see my post earlier?
Nope.
My post said, can't control who you love. You have no control over it. And so, have you ever been with somebody or been around a person and you're like, why in God's name am I still stuck on this person? Like, they drive me crazy, or I don't get exactly what I need from them, or they are just not like doing the right stuff. And I can't walk away.
So I got somebody that I like that I really can't have.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like.
All right, explain.
What do you like? I mean, I got a question. Oh, wait a minute, did you? Did you almost spit your juice out? What happened?
That was how you said it. Why did you say it like that?
This just
Oh
sounds,
my goodness.
it sounds so childish. Somebody.
No, it doesn't. I think that is so adorable to have it.
And adorable sounds childish to you. It sounds adorable. Like a little teddy bear. Like,
so, have you tried to stop liking him?
not really. I mean, we haven't pursued it. Here's the funny thing. So we talk, like we text, we message every day, like constantly throughout the day. But it really can't go. Like it's like she used to talk to my cousin.
Oh, so you have like a relationship?
No. It was not a relationship, but she used to talk to my cousin. They like she knows my ex. That would probably make it weird, even though I'm not really familiar.
Are they friends or they just know they love each other?
No, they're not friends. I mean, it's just.
You see what I'm doing, right?
I know because I've done the whole my ex and another ex are best friends, kind of sort of. So I kind of crossed that line before. Well, I have crossed that line before. But I don't know. It's just one of those like you can't go where I want to go.
Have y'all had a conversation about it?
Kind of, sort of, but then we've also had other conversations.
I'm confused.
Like sexual conversations, even though nothing was acted upon.
Mm-hmm. So she liked you too?
Yeah. But I don't. You know what it is too. I'm never really like push it.
So when y'all gonna grow up?
She got a whole boyfriend right now, though too.
Oh well, I guess that's the reason. Like you gonna miss out the most important thing. Like you went through all the stuff that I'm like, that's mediocre. Oh, have a conversation with your cousin and be like, hey, y'all never really hit it off to be in a relationship.
And he about to be married, so he about to
right, and so he probably really don't give a damn. And then your ex, they really not friends. They just know each other. Who cares about that? Because Baltimore's so small, it's almost who don't know who. Like that's just impossible. So I was trying to figure out like when y'all was gonna start making excuses. But then when you said she had a whole boyfriend, then ding 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 ding. Here we are. This is why it can't happen. But then again, that don't really stop much either if it doesn't want to.
Yeah.
Because if that was the case, she wouldn't be talking to you every day, and then she wouldn't be talking to you about the things that she is talking to you about.
Yep.
So, when you want to stop being a punk ass?
Who, me?
Yeah, you've been a punk ass.
Always. I'm just.
Why are you such a punk ass?
Because when it comes to women, I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know. I don't know how I get in relationships because.
You're too old to be this much of a punk ass.
I'm not aggressive in that area.
You can't be my friend and be a punk ass.
And yet here we are.
I'm aggressive as fuck.
I know. I'm kind of too much.
No.
And I just hang up with you.
I get what I want.
Not all.
99.9% of the time.
That's 1% of the time be me.
I don't know. I just at this age, at this day and time, I am refusing to not have what I want. Which is why, even though I'm single, I'm refusing to go without sex. I think that's ludicrous. Like, you gotta be fucking ridiculous. You think that because I'm a single woman that I have to be without sex? Sex who? And no, I don't want to masturbate all the time. I have gotten to know me way too much. If I can make that shit happen in less than 60 seconds.
That's gotta be some type of record.
I don't want to do it. I don't want to do that. I want to do it. And not a plastic one. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, be a grown up.
One day.
Be a grown up. Go for what you want. Act like that you are a grown up and know that it's okay. Like, I'm a whole grown ass woman. I don't have no issues about nothing that I do in my life. Like, because it's all based off of what I want and what I feel like I need for me right now.
I'm gonna send a message. Yes,
no, you will not do that.
I can't lie.
You better not.
That's kind of cute, ain't it?
No, that shit is not cute. That shit just happened to me, and I laughed about it for 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yes. I said this nigga this nigga did not just send me a message and say, "Can you be my girlfriend?"
Oh, see.
Yes, no, or maybe.
Oh, they say, wait a minute, can you be my girlfriend? Have y'all been gone out yet?
I don't even know him.
Oh, that's why you would definitely.
No, but still,
like,
I don't know no grown man that's gonna come on in and gonna ask me, "Can I be his girlfriend?" Yes, no, or maybe. Check one box. Like, that's some elementary school stuff. It would be cute if he's like, "Will you marry me?"
Yes, no, maybe. Wait a minute, what?
And had a check box with a big ass ring. That would be adorable.
Oh, I'm gonna do that. That's my.
No, you don't steal my shit.
Wait a minute. It's
not
like you can use it. You're not asking nobody to marry you.
My future husband is possibly listening to the show right now.
Well, he gotta come with something different because it's already stolen. Hashtag stolen.
How you just gonna steal my stuff?
Look.
But wait a minute.
You were never gonna use it.
Full picture of it though. It can't just be done like, and that's it. It gotta be this whole romantic setting. It gotta be candlelight. It gotta be roses leading to the letter. It gotta be balloons and soft music and all of that stuff. It gotta be this. See? Use a punk ass.
That's too much.
Use a punk ass.
Look, I proposed once. I got away with a good day.
Please tell me how you did it.
What?
How was your proposal?
So we was laying there and
laying.
Where
y'all going to bed?
We was just chilling on the bed. We had clothes on.
Mm-hmm.
And so she had already told me before, like, you're never going to catch me off guard. I was like, okay. So we like joking and chirping about something. I was like, so will you marry me? She's like, what? Like, you stop playing. She's like, you don't have a ring. And I had a ring, of course.
Okay.
Because so the way I was going to, like, I just made a joke. And actually made it serious because that's the only way I was going to catch her off guard. Mm-hmm. So I got on my knee. I was like, "Will you marry me?" Like, you don't have a ring. She said yes.
But you still didn't get married.
Because it didn't work out, obviously.
Yeah, I'm a little bit more than that.
Well, that's what worked for us to get us to that point. But afterwards, it was like, yeah, this ain't gonna work. Mm-hmm. Okay.
So how long were you engaged?
I can't remember. I mean, it's definitely 5, 6 months, maybe something.
I'm telling you, my engagement gonna be short as shit. I'm not even gonna give it an opportunity to go south.
So this is what it was too. We was doing a whole big plan, wedding, all that.
You do realize my wedding is on the USB right now?
Who?
My wedding. It's on the USB. Flash drive right now. Invitations. That's done. Programs done.
Yeah. No.
Just got to fill in his name.
Just got to fill in his name and the parents' name. Wow.
And his brother party. My shit is done. It's done.
Yeah. See, I didn't have. And then the bridal. Oh, let's not talk about the bridal
I may
party.
need to change the colors based off of his lights.
Her bridal party was ridiculous. I was gonna have to be like, what was the movie Kevin Hart? That'd have been me. Cause I got a standard 4 right now. Pass that out. I got a set 4.
You could have recruited your golf top bro.
That was way before them.
Oh.
Yeah, that was like 10 years ago.
Oh. Okay, well, I'll try to help you out. Well, now you can.
Yeah,
I'm saying if you need to.
I might be.
Yeah, it's not raining though.
You know, that means people gotta come across the bridge that they rarely do sometimes. You know, that was.
They come across the bridge for me.
That's for you!
Oh.
I ain't worrying you!
I'm just saying. They do shit for me.
Yeah, that's you.
I'm just saying. I don't know. So mine is kind of messed up because.
Wow.
So I have my group of girlfriends that we don't talk really regular. But I know that when that day comes, if they don't get a phone call, like I'm dead. Actually, one is watching right now. B, I know. I know who, no matter what, when I call and say, all right, y'all, I'm engaged, that everything is going to stop and they're going to be like right there, right? Because I think majority of my female friends have been waiting for that shit, probably just as much as me. And that's because I do this. So when you plan stuff and you are a coordinator and you can create these beautiful events for other people wait to see what you're going to come up with.
Obviously, you have a flash drive already. Everything's already prepared.
I have been, me and Dee kind of got like things got crazy when I was doing her wedding because I kept on giving her my stuff. And I was like, nope. She's like, get any more of my stuff. So like I have a pretty good group of female friends. If I went off of who I talk to on a daily basis, I would have one female friend and all of them would be guys. Like my fiance would be like, so am I supposed to have females on my side? Because that's how many male friends I had. Like close male friends. So like it would be kind of ridiculous. And in my mind, I have to figure out how to incorporate them into my day because I just don't see how I can have my day without them.
So I remember a friend of mine, like her bridal party. It was kind of weird, and some people got offended because they weren't a part of the bridal party. It's like I don't know if you can always have everybody, even though I know people that have pretty much everybody in their bridal party. So but even if you don't have everybody,
you can make them ushers,
right? Ushers, or have them like acknowledge something like all of them on the first row or something like. It's ways to incorporate
them without it being like this whole thing.
Right, we don't all because it could look stupid. Like depending where you have it, having 25 people on each side of there.
Yeah, I don't ever plan on doing that. I think the maximum I feel like should be over there is 5 to 6. I think beyond that, that's like expensive. I think that the other part of it is that I am very creative, and I have this whole plan to acknowledge my friends, like, especially the ones that have been riding with me for years and been with me through the ups, the downs, the breakups, the happy moments, the I love him, the I hate this bitch moment. Did you hear
a lot of those things?
Huh?
I had a lot of those.
What?
The I hate part.
Have I? No.
Recently.
Okay.
Maybe recently it's been a lot.
But I mean, when we started being friends, I was only with one person.
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Yes, at the time.
Yeah, so it was like all those years I was still with him and I was in La La Land majority of that time.
And then
And then that shit fell apart. And then I went through last year of, trying to figure the shit out. And each time that it didn't work out, it was like, can I punch the bitch in the face?
Oh, okay.
But it because it see you make me go there. Because it's always about punk ass shit.
There we go.
And since I have a hard time tolerating punk ass shit, so I don't feel like men should do female shit.
Like what?
So gossip. I don't think that men should talk like why the fuck are you talking like a fucking girl?
That's right.
So say me and you having a conversation,
Mm-hmm.
and I say something to you about somebody that we mutually know,
Mm-hmm.
and then you go back to them and tell them what I said. That's some female shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Is that not some punk ass shit?
I believe that anything that is said or done in a relationship, there's some stuff that should be kept in the relationship. Like,
I think that anything that's said and done in a fucking friendship should be kept in a friendship. But yes, definitely in a relationship. If I'm a woman talking to my man, anything that I say to him should stay with him. And vice versa. That's how I feel.
me too.
And
that's why.
But when men carry tales and then like not get it right and all that other stuff and start shit, like to me, that's some bitch shit. I don't really do well with bitch shit. Not from men. Like I have always dealt with assholes, but like for some reason I'm attracted to them, and then arrogant, well, confident men. But I ain't never dealt with no bitch man. So when I start coming across that, like that kind of drew me a little bit, like and then. The only time I feel like, all right, have you ever blocked a female from social media?
Absolutely.
For what?
Let's say I blocked one because she went and told everything.
Mm-hmm.
I blocked another one. Being pissed at her.
Pissed at for what?
And it was actually my fault, but it's out of spite to block her.
Okay. Have you ever blocked a female just for nothing?
Just for nothing?
Like she
No.
didn't do nothing to you?
Yeah, it was kind of like I said, it was my fault, but I was like,
yeah, that was some petty shit that y'all wanted to like.
Right. Just for no reason. No.
Oh
no.
I guess because you don't want to deal with pain or motherfucking man, that whole violence. Why do you keep on looking at me like
I didn't just look at you. I'm stop feeling guilty.
I'm feeling guilty. I just feel like that's some girl shit. So I don't like men who gossip. I don't like I don't like men who act like females. Like stop it. And there's a lot of them out here these days. So it annoys me. I like strong men who act like men. Really.
What? I was flexing for a second. Really flexing a lot. The shirt makes it believe.
Okay. Okay. Whatever. So yeah. What? You just like.
I'm just waiting for this new relationship. That's all I'm doing.
You waiting for mine? Why? I feel like I feel like it could be my last one. I really do. I think that if this goes the way that I would like it to go, this could be it.
Does he move stuff?
No. He pays people to move stuff.
Come on.
He don't do no manual labor.
He don't put stuff together like kids' beds, nothing, dressers.
No, he'll pay somebody to do it though.
Oh, I'll take Cash App. Absolutely.
He's one of those like
Cash App.
he ain't no manual labor, but he will get the money.
That's fine. I'll take the cash.
So wait a minute. We're still friends. Like when I get into a relationship, my friendship won't end. So you're not doing it for him.
Doing it for him, cash app.
And if it comes out that it's for Ty, that's a whole nother story.
Oh, definitely cash app.
Don't treat my daughter like that.
So tell your mother, cash app.
Really.
Your mother cussed at me the other day. She definitely cash app.
She said she hurt your feelings.
I was like, what? Wait a minute. Cuss at me, that kind of steps. Oh, okay, I got you, lady.
Say what?
Your mother. But that's
We're
what we were
not
talking
going to
about.
talk about my mom on air.
That's what we were talking about. Your mother who cussed at me the other day.
Oh my gosh. Anyway,
It was right.
it is time for us to now go pay some more bills.
Okay.
And when we come back, we got to talk about the whole airplane situation.
Ha ha ha. Okay.
All right. So y'all stay tuned and we'll be right back. This is kind of a long break. Don't do that, D. Hey, Curdy. Oh, but that's so like what she had. I can't stand. I really like more than anything to see a grown man act like a girl makes me want to cuss him for everything he does.
I have my ex party one cuss me.
Get something together. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you laughing at?
My sister.
So I want to talk to you about something, but I guess I want to talk about it when we get back.
The airplane. I said, the airplane. What else?
So what? Don't do that.
Wow.
I have to give us some TLC. If you're not gonna sing it right, don't sing it.
Tell me what it is.
No time for part time. I swear, this song is one of the dopest songs if you listen to the words. She's basically saying, I will give you everything that you want from me. You just gotta give me what I need to. And realize that if you don't, I'll find somebody else. You don't think so? See, this is what I'm talking about. This is when music actually made some sense and it was actually talking about something.
We talking about stuff now.
See, that's how long the last. This is my favorite part. I can have anything I want. That would be my favorite part. I see here in my face.
Huh?
It's like I choose you.
Oh, Jesus.
Huh?
Oh,
Yeah, it's almost it's one of those things that I can be who I want, but I'm choosing you, nigga. So can you please act like you got some sense? Why is it so damn hard? Got no time for the part-time loving. I gotta keep doing it, that's okay. Baby, 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 baby. Get me, baby, long as you know that I can have any man I want to, baby, that's special. You know I got into a little dance battle with the boy. He came for me.
I was impressed.
But it was also a Bobby Brown song and it wasn't like I was like, you need to put on some BBD, some poison or something for me to kick his ass real quick. Not every little step I take. Even though I did do a little white rabbit on him, then I and a Reebok and a cabbage patch. And a wow. I worked it out. Yeah. I got so much love in me. As if you gotta get me, you got to. I can have anything that I want to. Time and place that I choose to. But I think you know that I'd rather be here with you. Actual and factual. You're the one I still come back to. Just to get me. Got to love me, got to love me, got to love me. Oh, baby. I need my hair done.
I had a shape up man.
Tommy Young.
My shape. That machine takes ours. You know? I don't know what it is. Oh, that's not sure.
Welcome back to WMSK Online Radio. It's Talk Radio Just Got Better. This is the home of the Cheryl Underwood Morning Show. This is the sanctuary, the safe place to be free, and I'm your girl, Queen BB. There's a whole mouthful. There's only one bird too. Okay.
Really?
Help me, people, understand.
What do we
So
understand?
I shared a video in my Facebook group today that I saw on my news feed of a woman on an airplane breastfeeding her baby. Right? Honey has poured out the whole titty, flat out, right there next to a man, and she just feeding the baby.
The man looked a little mentally challenged.
He wasn't mentally challenged. He was fucking uncomfortable. He was trying to figure out, what the fuck do I do right now? Because it's a lady with her whole titty out. And she looked like she was like she had a big one. Like,
oh shit, she definitely
didn't
was
have no small.
They definitely weren't A or B's.
These were some C, D. No,
she was
some D's.
It was definitely in the D family.
And she was out there just letting it all hang out. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand that breastfeeding is a very natural thing. It's a very great thing for a mom to do. I just don't think the shit is for the world to see. I understand that it is giving your child something that they need, right? But I believe in fucking cover-ups. I believe that she could have simply through a blanket, the bird cloth, anything, just over her arm. It didn't even have to be over the baby. You could have just covered up the top part of your breast so that, because the portion that the baby is sucking on can't be seen.
Did she have both of them out though?
No, she only had one. She flipped around and went to the other one. But you're on a plane. Like, if anybody's been on a plane recently, it's not a whole lot of space. Like, you're really arm in arm with whoever you're sitting next to.
Right.
And he was completely and totally uncomfortable. And everybody's like, I got some comments in the group. That's a natural thing, and what's the big deal? The big deal is there is a part of your body that if you expose it, you can get arrested for indecent exposure. Am I incorrect? Am I wrong?
Probably.
You can't just walk down the street with no fucking shirt on if you're a woman.
Right.
Can you?
No.
Okay. So if you can't do that, then why do you think just because you're feeding your child that is okay that someone won't be uncomfortable with you just having your fucking titty out?
Yeah, I definitely thought which of course, I don't have a problem with someone breastfeeding even in public because my first experience of that, I remember when I was younger, was at the National Zoo. I remember a lady popped hers out. She had a blanket over her, fed the baby. So at least she had something covering her up. It wasn't she just out in the open like a chimpanzee is out in the open feeding the baby. So at least she had something over top of her.
Mm-hmm.
That I think would have been the proper thing to do. If she wanted to go in the bathroom and do that, because I don't know if she'll work in the bathroom because of course it's small, probably can fit in there like that. So if she has some type of robe, a pillow, blanket, something to at least cover her up.
She had on a little cover up, like I can't, like she could have just pulled that up a little bit and just to block his view. Like you could tell he was uncomfortable. He was using his arm to block it, and she really just ain't give a damn.
Yeah, so now you have this person that's uncomfortable, and now you got somebody that's recorded it and posted it. So now you're all on the internet with your whole move out.
But she seemed unbothered.
Oh, she was definitely unbothered.
It was just like, what?
It was like she was at home.
Yeah.
Just like, here you go. You got to eat right now. I don't care about anybody else on the plane or their uncomfortability of it. Not the uncomfortability of the baby being fed, just the uncomfortability of your whole titty.
Yeah, just hang out.
Just like.
And I don't think that his issue was that she's feeding her baby. Like, it's just, ma'am, you sitting right next to me, and if I look down, like, one, he's a man. Two, most men are truly attracted by breasts. Like, so even like that could have been an uncomfortable situation if I'm being as a man turned on by seeing your breasts, but you're feeding. Like, do you get how that could be a complication for a person?
Absolutely.
Like, what do I do?
Like,
with
this is a weird situation.
But
like, your whole titties out.
You got a nice titty, but you know your feet, your baby. Right? You know what I'm saying? And then I'm over here getting all,
aroused.
And you know, like that's just too much.
Yeah, that definitely
it's
was.
A lot.
Someone should have alerted a stewardess. Like, hey, hello, somebody help, please help remedy the situation.
I think it was way too much. I think that she was completely wrong for how she handled that situation because even though that is a very natural thing, you got to be considerate of the people around you, and I think that is part of the thing that we are losing is consideration for each other. It's just everybody's just out here doing what they do.
Yeah, and then for the person to just start recording it and then post it.
So,
like, I understand you now. You are now susceptible to that because you done pulled your whole titty out for the whole plane to see, and now for the whole world to see because now someone has posted it, and that video will never go away.
So I'm starting to have an issue with camera phones. I'm starting to have a real issue of why our first reaction to everything is pull out your phone and record.
I have an issue definitely with that with these fights. I have a huge issue with these.
And so I'm gonna beat yours. Ready? I'm gonna beat yours by saying that I watched a video of 3 people sitting on the bench that had just taken some type of drug. And they are passing out. One person fell so hard he hit his head and was pretty much unconscious. Had thrown up all over the place and he was laying in it. The other person was rolling around on the sidewalk screaming. the lady was stretched out on the damn bench, and she was just freaking out. It was like they were having seizures. Do you know the people were recording it and nobody thought? They called the police. They called the ambulance to say they need some help. It was actually somebody in the background laughing. I couldn't. I like when I tell you, I couldn't even watch the rest of it because I was so disturbed at the fact that we thought this was funny. Where in here do it? Like, you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And they out here and they doing. I don't care what they did. They could be dying, and we are recording it instead of getting them some help.
It's also to the point where you have to be careful of what you do around anybody. You know, you have a certain
Yes.
you have a certain group of friends. You know, you're around them. Whatever happens, whatever we doing, it doesn't have to be illegal. It doesn't have to be crazy. But you know, nothing is leaving from this group of people.
And that's why I will only cut loose in front of people who I'm confident that ain't nothing gonna happen.
Right, you know that you're good around, even if
Like,
something goes
it's
crazy.
almost like when you want to invite people to your house, you want to actually have a cell phone basket at the front of you.
Exactly.
Drop your cell phone off. Like, this is a no record zone. Like, give people the space to be comfortable and free. Like, you know, I had a couple parties, like 2, 3 at my house. And I don't think anybody even had their cell phone in their hand, other than us snapping pictures of, doing selfies. Like, it's having fun, but people really, literally cannot do anything. Like, as soon as something happens, like, let me pull my phone out and record it. Like, in my mind, I've been like, how did you get all this? Like, as soon as it started, did you just pull your cell phone out?
And people are. So I was just at a party the other day, and a white party. So I mean, it's a whole bunch of people there, but everybody's just going live, and it's just like the thing to do is just record and just post everything of your life. Like, everyone doesn't want to be on camera and on social media. There are literally, believe it or not, there are people that are not on social media. Period. They have no Facebook, no Instagram, no Twitter, no Snap. They never did MySpace. They didn't do any of this. They don't want to post their life for everyone to see. And then there are people that are on social media but doesn't post everything of their life on there. Like, I don't post every little thing of my life on social media. Like, people don't know when I'm going through something because I don't post all of that on social media.
I don't either, but it seems like somebody thought that I was talking about myself the other day and I posted something. Like, I am the person who tells my whole life story on social media.
And sometimes people be reading into a post.
Yeah.
It could be general, but somebody might read into a post and think that you're talking about
So
yourself.
I am a person that, if you look at my social media, you're kind of confused.
Well, I'm confused about you in real life. Forget on social media.
Like, you don't know if I'm in love, if I hate men, if I like girls, or don't like girls. Like, it's one of those things.
Always.
There's no clear cut answer from my social media.
If I follow you on IG, I always think you're in love because you always lip syncing somebody's love song. So I think every day you are in love with this awesome Barack Obama / Bill Gates / Dalai Lama man.
You know, my cousin told me, he was like, BB, I don't watch it. Yeah, IG. And I was like, you know, do what? And he was like, no, I can't. And I said, why? He's like, because you be singing like, most men want their woman to sing about them like that. Like, you be into it. It's like you really singing a song, and that's how you really feel about it. And I say, 9 times out of 10, when I'm doing that, even when I'm doing it, I don't necessarily have to be in love. It's because I really love the song, and it just happened to come on when I was in the car or wherever I was, and I just wanted to share it with the world.
See, because the difference is you're not just singing, like your whole being is in this song.
I know.
Like, you are ridiculously in love. Like, you are.
Because usually I have somebody in mind while I'm singing it. I do.
Oh,
I did. Regardless, or the song reminds me of someone, and so I will end up in that space.
Do you call them after the song goes on?
No,
Oh, okay.
for what?
Hey, I didn't know what the song was taking you to.
But sometimes I have some really
Erotic thoughts.
no. Sometimes I have some songs that aren't nice, that aren't love songs.
Most of the time it's love songs.
Majority of the time it is love songs, but I'm a love song type of person.
Okay.
I'm a lover. Like,
Not a fighter.
no, I'm a fighter,
Yes, I know.
but I'm a lover first.
So
I'm not.
Valentine's.
Here we go.
I'm just saying.
I'm not doing this with you.
Why? Just say Valentine's. That's all I say.
So, I was going to ask you a question.
Question?
Yes, someone said something about me.
That's great.
No, what was I going to say?
Wow.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Shut up.
Narcissistic. Which one is it? Okay, maybe not the last one.
Really?
Why?
You keep on saying stuff and you're making me lose my train of thought by just rambling off and saying shit that I'm not even thinking about.
I'm just trying to jog your memory as to what they had said, so you can bring it up.
Really?
I'm just trying to be helpful. Help me help you.
No. Not at all.
Why are you thinking about that?
Go ahead.
I have a problem with urban people, urban business owners.
Why?
So I had a barbershop appointment on Saturday. An appointment, which means I logged on to the app, set my appointment, bam. I get a text message Saturday morning, hey, gotta move your time back. I said, from to what? It was originally at 8 to after 11. I was like, ninja, you got to be kidding. That doesn't mean I'm getting in the chair at 11. That means I won't be able to get in there until after 11 o'clock. So, could not get a haircut because my son's thing was at 1. I'm getting tired of urban people. I'm about to start going to the Koreans. I saw a Korean barbershop one day. I was about to go there.
Do you think you're going to be able to have that?
They do your nails.
Oh my gosh, it's not the same.
I'm like, hey, you never know. They on time.
I cannot remember.
That's all I got. They on
What
time.
I was going to say.
But you can know. That's the second time you done forgot something tonight. What's going on?
No, I had it in my head about what I wanted to talk about because I've been dating and going on these different dates and stuff, having these different experiences and stuff. It's been tripping me out how men do things and I can't figure it out for the life of me.
Well, we can't figure out what y'all doing, so, I mean, welcome to our world. A lot of times we don't figure out what the heck y'all doing.
Really?
Yeah, y'all confuse us.
How are we confused as women? How are women confused?
Confused beings.
Wow, I think this is complete bullshit.
Nah.
I'm gonna let them go with it. I'm gonna let them ride it out for a little while. Craziness.
Yeah, that's what y'all are, crazy.
No, I don't think that that's what it is. I think that it's just that we're tired.
Like, we got tired.
No, I think that there's a lot of men out here that want something serious, that want to be in relationships and stuff, and just people run into that women just like, women run into men, or, women run into other women, or men run into other men. I think that it's a thing. Like, I think that, it's some good people out here with good intentions, and then there's some people out here who just have fucked up intentions. And I don't understand why it's so difficult. Like, be honest about what you want, say what you want, and just, oh, okay.
Oh, wait a minute.
So, I gotta remember.
Okay.
and we were talking about fantasies, right? So I said, I have this, fantasy that I'm going to pursue one day.
Uh-huh.
And he was like, really? And I said, yes. And he asked me what it was. And I said, what everybody knows, my girlfriend, right?
Yes.
And so I was like, it's not one of these things that I want to share. Like, it's something that I want to experience on my own.
Uh-huh.
He said, so how do you think that you can be in a relationship with someone and you have that experience?
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
You don't see how I can be in a relationship with somebody and still have my experience?
I think that's something you need to do before in a relationship.
Why?
Because you're giving yourself to someone else.
If I go into the relationship and he has a full understanding that that is something that I want to experience, but I have yet been able to have that opportunity. If the opportunity comes, the chance of me having it while we're together, he should understand that that is a fantasy of mine and still allow me that space to explore.
Well, if that's what he agrees to, sure.
But to be so close-minded and to feel like that you need to interject yourself into my fucking fantasy is crazy.
Like I said, if that's what he agrees to, sure. But it could be somebody like, I feel like you're basically cheating on me.
So I feel like you basically need to grow the fuck up.
Wow. Like I said, it's
The whole thing about it is I can see if it's something that I am very close-mouthed about and I never said it and then out of the blue was like, oh, this is something I want to do. Then you can be like, but I'm not going to go into a relationship with anybody and I'm not fully understanding what my expectations are, what I plan to do, regardless of what. Like, it would have been done. Shit, I wish in this last year when I was single that I had the experience. But it's not that fucking easy to come by. Especially when you're a woman who's not really, turned on by a whole lot of women. Like, that shit just doesn't occur. Like, and then when it does occur, it's just not, like, the time is not right. So that's not my fault. But when it is, then that's when it is. But then he went to, if we end up together, that's just not going to happen. I'm not going to allow you. You're not going to allow me. I am all the way grown. There's no way in the world you're going to stop me from doing it. And then I have to participate with it. I hate the fact that people think because you're in a relationship with somebody that the things that you want for yourself just get no and voided. Like, says who?
Well, you said something you want for yourself, like it's something like I want a degree. That's something totally different.
So my fantasies don't count? My desires don't count?
It can, but so if that's a deal, time out. If that's a deal breaker for him, then he shouldn't get a relationship.
Huh?
If that's a deal breaker, if that's something that he couldn't handle, he shouldn't get a relationship with you.
But that's my whole point of it, is that people walk around and think that once you enter a relationship, that you end up not being your individual person anymore. That everything that you kind of wanted is supposed to go on the back burner. Or if you have desires that they're not willing to fulfill, you just supposed to get over it. And I think that's complete bullshit.
Okay.
I am still human. I am still have my wants and my needs. Like, it's just like a woman getting into a relationship with a man who absolutely loves getting head, but then she refused to give it and think that he's just supposed to go about it. Bitch, grow up. Get your whole life together. Because there's no reason why anybody should go about something that they desire and they want just because of the simple fact that you ain't woman enough or man enough to actually do it.
I'm not. If I require head in a relationship and I know she won't give it, I'm not gonna get her in a relationship with her. That's simple.
You missing my point.
No, I'm not.
It's not
if
about the
I require head, if I want head and you don't give head, why am I going to get a relationship with you?
I get that, but we're not talking about the person who's getting in a relationship. We talk about the stupid ass person who thinks that somebody's supposed to go about their desires.
Again, so your desire is to be with a woman, whether it happens in your relationship or before a relationship, right? That's your fantasy. Uh-huh. If me saying like, no, I don't want that to happen, I'm not going to get a relationship with you because I know that is your fantasy you want to fulfill, whether you're in a relationship with me or not.
Most men who would say, I don't want that to happen is because of the simple fact they even want to interject themselves into the fucking fantasy. Get your own goddamn fantasy.
You miss her.
I'm not
Yes,
missing
you
the
are
point.
missing the point.
No, you're missing my point.
not
It's my
missing
damn
your-
topic.
I know what.
It's my topic.
But it's my opinion on your topic.
No,
Just because
you
my
are
opinion doesn't agree
flipping it,
with
and we're
yours.
not talking about the person getting in a relationship.
You
We're
is.
already talking about two people who are in a relationship.
What?
We're not talking about starting a relationship. We're talking about
You're starting a relationship. You're not in a relationship right now.
I'm not talking. Oh my
You
God.
are talking about you.
If you are listening,
You're talking about you.
if you are listening to what I said when two people are in a relationship, people think that just because you're in a relationship with them, that your fantasies or your desires and stuff are supposed to go out of the window. If you go down the line and you decide that there's something else that you want, you should be able to go to your mate, have that conversation with them, and y'all supposed to figure that shit out together.
So I should be able to tell me like I want to have sex with this other chick.
Yes, if that's what you want.
In a relationship. While I'm in a relationship with you.
Yes. And that does not mean that I'm going to agree with.
Oh, so you don't have to agree with it, but he has to agree with yours.
I didn't say he had to.
Yes,
He's
you
not
did,
even
because
willing
you said you're a whole grown person. You can't stop it.
No, he can if I choose to do it. Just like you're a whole grown person. That doesn't mean
So if that's a
you
deal
don't have
breaker,
to do
then
it.
it's a deal breaker. It's just like whatever. That's basically what you're saying.
Will you stop cutting me off and listen to what I'm saying? What I'm saying is that no person, whether you are male or female, should be just cut off the things that you may want to be fulfilled in your life based off of being with another person. To me, that's crazy. You should be in an open relationship and not open in you sleeping with everybody. Open enough meaning that you can talk to your mate about the things that you may want, whether it was something that you desire prior to the relationship or if it's something new that you desire in a relationship. Maybe I want to start getting spankings and shit. Maybe I want to start some dominator stuff and start whipping him with a fucking belt. I don't necessarily know what it is. But for you to think that I shouldn't be able to come to you and have a conversation with you about it, and you not at least hear me out, and we try to solve it as adults versus you just saying no to me like I'm a fucking child, is crazy to me.
How is it being a child? No is I don't want you to have sex with someone else if we're in a relationship together.
Oh my gosh.
What? I don't care if it's another man or another woman. We're in a relationship. We're in a relationship. I don't understand that.
So because we're in a relationship, that means what? That I won't desire somebody else at some given point, or you won't desire somebody else at some given point?
No, at that point, you need to have an open relationship.
Why?
That's what that is.
No.
It's not so just other people even though you're in a relationship. Whatever.
So just because we're in a relationship, it may come across that that you decide, oh, let's have a threesome. That means you have an open relationship.
You want to sleep with someone else and not with them at all, though. Involved.
And not, why does he have to be involved? I'm not having sex with another man.
Still sex. Just because it's a woman, it's not sex?
It's
not.
So
basically you're telling me, so you're now telling me that having sex with a woman is different than
Thank you. I'm not the only person who was saying that you missed the entire point.
I did not miss it.
Yes, you are.
No, I did not.
You are.
Like I said,
You are.
If you're going in a relationship, well, then if he already understands that, then fine. If you end the relationship and then you're telling him, I want to have sex with another person, and he's like, what? And he's looking at you crazy, then you think he's off base because he's looking at you crazy because you want to have
sex with that it's off base if I can't come to you and have a conversation about it. Yes, I do. Absolutely.
Okay.
That's just like if he decides that he's into some new kinky shit where he want to put caramel between my toes. I don't like people touching my feet. Like, at all.
Okay.
But is that something I feel like we should have a conversation about? Absolutely. I should be open enough to have a conversation about his desire, what he wants to be fulfilled with. See if it's something that he can, if I don't agree with it, can get past. Or maybe we need to figure out how to get you desired. Because I don't want you to go out and do it behind my back.
Okay.
My whole point is that in a relationship, you should be open enough to have a conversation with the person that you're with to get yourself fulfilled. And the things your desire should not take a back seat just because of the simple fact that you're with somebody else. It doesn't make sense to me.
Okay.
I'm not in a space.
Don't agree with you, but okay.
You don't have to agree with me.
I know. I definitely don't.
I'm just saying that I don't think that, and I'm never going to be in a relationship that I cannot. I will not be in a relationship with any man that I cannot come to and have a conversation with you about how I feel and maybe something that I want, regardless of whether or not it's going to be something that you agree with or not. If we can at least have a conversation and you will even be open-minded enough to hear me out and understand where I'm coming from, that's a deal breaker for me.
Okay.
Because it's too many closed-minded people out here to think that you're supposed to live in these what society said type relationships and that it's only supposed to go one way. Like
people live in whatever relationship works for them. It's not even have to be society. It's just whatever works for them.
no, it's not. Most people do not live in relationships that work for them. Most people live in relationships based off of what somebody else is saying or based off of what they think somebody else is going to say. Most people live in relationships that make it look like what they think other people think it should be. Most people do not live basically off of what they feel like or what the two people wanted to be. That is complete total bullshit.
No,
It's
based
a
upon what
whole
I've
bunch
seen,
of
at least
fucking
people live in relationships.
unhappy goddamn
that work for them.
people
Trust me,
who
that's
are
all I'm
actually living in relationships, wanting other
Maybe that's all
stuff,
the people
and
do.
putting on a fucking show for the people around them because they are not necessarily getting what they need. Come on now. I've been doing this shit for almost 4 years, and all the conversations that I've had, it's been like, no, that's not how it's supposed to be. Says who? Who says that this is how it's supposed to be?
Whatever works for you.
Who says that that's how it's supposed to be?
Whatever works for you. That's what I'm saying. But
no, when people say that, don't you hear that?
What?
That that's how it's supposed to be.
No, I don't.
You know what? I'm gonna digress because I can't.
Okay, fine.
I cannot. I can't. I really, really can't. And it's time for us to go do something else.
Awesome.
So y'all stay tuned. We'll be right back. Hey. I do not like how they do it. I'm raising your blood pressure. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I just get frustrated when it comes down to, I've been in relationships where it was like we not going to um, talk about things that didn't seem normal in a relationship. Hey, Trees. I didn't realize it was this late. Oh. I thought it was me. Yeah, temptation is something else. No, I just truly just got into a space of I will no longer put myself in a position where I feel like that I can 100% give a person everything they want. It's not possible. I'm not perfect. Like I can't give you everything that you want, nor can you give me everything that I want. And just because we can't give each other everything that we want doesn't mean that we're supposed to go about it. Like, let's talk about it. Let's figure it out. Is it something that you can go about? and you can be content without it, or is it something that we need to really explore and figure out if I need to make some adjustments in what I'm doing to fulfill that need for you? Or do we need to explore some outside things to make sure that everybody's impacted? Like that's my goal. Like I just want to be in a space where we can have a conversation about stuff like that. Not necessarily saying that anybody's going to cheat or that anybody's going to step out of their relationship and do anything. But if we can't even be open and honest enough with each other to have a conversation, then what are we doing? Like as adults, two adults that have agreed to spend their life together, like and we can't talk. Like I can't come to you and say, listen, it's a thing that I want you to do. And you may not be down with anal. Let's just use that as an example. Like I'm really trying to run up the chocolate train, but that's something that I want done. Like we gotta have a conversation about it. It may end up that he be like, all right, well I won't do it, but let's just use a toy, and that way you get that satisfaction. And it's just a conversation. Like let's explore some options that everybody ends up having. But when you close the door of communication, it's just like, all right, this is how it's going to be, and that's it. And we can't explore different things. Like that's when people end up unhappy and try to figure out like, how do I get what I want? Or somebody is exhausted trying to please somebody they can't. Like exactly. But I don't know. Kind of hard to compromise when you close minded. Like my ex, we came to a conclusion when it came down to my fantasy. Like it was a situation where I wanted it, and it was just like I'll feel more comfortable if I'm present. I want to watch. So that was that was our plan, and it ended up never happening. But that was just the compromise that we came up with that I was pretty much happy with, and so was welcome back to WMSK Online Radio, the home of Cheryl Underwood Morning Show. This is the Sanctuary, the safe place to be free. I'm your girl, Queen BB. All right, so we have what, like 15 minutes left? 15 minutes left. Oh, it has been a night. I'm actually extremely tired, like really, really, really tired. But we're gonna get through the last 15 minutes of the show. And it was something else that I was trying to discuss, and still, for the life of me, it is not coming forward. Like I can't get it out of my mouth exactly what I was trying to say. Like I mean, what I wanted to actually discuss tonight. And it's something that recently happened to me. This whole dating has been serious, um, like extremely serious. Um, oh, so we kind of talked about this. I don't know. Were we here last week? Or maybe it was a couple weeks ago. Um, Expectations as far as ending things, right? So I had a conversation with a guy that I was talking to, trying to get to know, and we were talking about if we decided that we wanted to go another path, was it a requirement that someone tell the other person? So if we are talking, getting to know each other, and at some point I'm like, I'm not feeling it anymore, should I tell them? Or should I just green up and just stop answering phone calls?
It definitely needs to be a conversation I had. Shouldn't just fall off the face of the earth. I'll let you know, like, hey, this ain't working out.
So he felt like, if you just getting to know somebody and y'all haven't made any commitment to you, then you don't actually owe them anything. you don't owe them an explanation.
Yeah, I gotta at least like as we've been talking, like yeah, there needs to be something like yo, this ain't going
Like
what
we've
I
been
thought.
talking every day for the last 3 weeks, and then something happens, and it's just like, all right.
Yeah, because a pattern has been established. I'm talking to you every day.
Okay, so I didn't say that. A pattern. Yes, that's a good point. It's a pattern. So every day in the morning, you say good morning, and then all of a sudden your good morning stop.
And I actually had somebody, she's like, if you stop texting me good morning every morning, I'm gonna think something's wrong. Like, because it's a pattern, no matter not a specific time, but every morning I text you good morning. If it gets 12 o'clock, you ain't heard from me.
Then the worry sets in, like, what happened?
Right.
So my point to him was, when somebody's a part of your day to day, like it gets to be at a space where obviously you care on some level about them because you're talking to them, right? Not necessarily saying, oh my gosh, I'm in love after 3 weeks,
Right.
but care about their well being, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if they just fall off the face of the earth, it's like, did something happen to them? Like, are they hurt? Like, and so at that space of 3 weeks of talking to each other, you don't know anybody. You're not connected to his family or her family, or to find out anything. You kind of just got to go off of the fact that they're just not answering that phone.
Right.
Right. What's the high? Is it a proper way of doing it? Like, I feel like I should say, listen, it's not anything like about you, like you're a great person, like, but I'm just not feeling the vibe that I really want. Like, everybody who I've talked to in this whole dating game knows that I'm looking for something. It's a vibe I'm looking for, and it's not saying that you're not attractive. It's not saying that you're not nice. It's just that if I don't feel a vibe, it's not working for me. Like, I'm not going to settle for anything less than that feeling that I'm looking for, and I'm going to know it. And it's hard to describe it, but it's a thing I'm looking for, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like if I ain't feeling it, then I need to say, I'm not feeling it. And I should give you that respect.
Absolutely.
To say, I enjoy talking to you, you're cool. This just not going where I thought it was going to go.
Especially if we're going on dates and I'm spending my money. It's not going right. Let me know. I need to know that.
About him spending money.
I'm just saying.
Like, does it have to be about money though?
Yes, it all leads back to money. Absolutely. I'm joking. It doesn't all lead back to money. But some stuff does. And if it's not going well, it's not going the way you want it to go, then let me know.
So I got called out today with yes, right? Because we were talking about what's considered dating, what's not considered dating. We've had this conversation several times.
I'm not having it anymore.
So listen, no, for real.
Here we go.
So I'm going to recant what I said.
What?
I did.
This is the first time in the history of forever.
I got called out a little bit. And so I'm going to say that it's not based off of whether or not we go Dutch or not. It is based off the relationship that we have established.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Interesting.
So if we are friends and we hanging out, no, it's not.
No, never did.
Even if I pay or you pay or we go Dutch, right?
Uh-huh.
If we are seeing each other with the potential for it to be more, like, regardless of who pays or there's no money involved, the time we spend makes it. Somebody tell me up.
So Netflix can be a date?
Yes.
Yes, because I'm spending money on Netflix. Or someone else is spending money and I'm just using their login and password.
Huh?
No pay.
I'm sorry, say it again.
I say Netflix can be a date because I'm either spending money, Netflix monthly.
Oh my gosh.
Or someone else is spending money and I'm just using their login and password.
So ridiculous.
I'm just saying. It's so easy to get around at $9.99 a month.
So I've been doing the meet and greets, right? And so the meet and greets,
Oh, that's right.
Meet and greets is we meet at a public place with
Right.
parking lot,
Except for the movies.
No.
That must be goes dark.
Meet and greet, parking lot. We ain't even going nowhere.
Oh, that's just the meet and greet.
Yes, the meet and greet is you are who you say you are. You look like your picture that you posted.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's what a meet and greet is.
Mm-hmm. Do you have makeup on or no?
It depends.
Okay.
A couple times I have, a couple times I haven't. It depends on when I catch you. Because meet and greets are usually like last minute type of things. They're not really fun.
Okay.
Alright. So then the meet and greet is whether or not there's going to be a date. Now, I was supposed to have a quick meet and greet that turned into a date. The meet and greet turned into a date. No, we end up just having drinks, but we were together for hours. Meet and greets are usually like quick, 15, 20 minutes. Half an hour at the most. If you get into a conversation.
I haven't.
That's when you're not on a date.
That's very true.
G said Netflix is not a date.
What Netflix is a date?
I think it's the quality time that you spend.
Exactly. Netflix can be a date.
Determined it to be. That is what it is.
And if I'm cooking too, or she cooks, or we ain't even gotta cook, we can get food from somewhere. Netflix can be a date.
The crazy thing is that if we wasn't friends, then that means we've been on tons of dates.
I usually fall asleep, so I don't know if that counts.
Yeah, I've been catfished. I'm not doing the whole catfish stuff. I need to know that you are who you say you are and that you look like the pictures that you got. And then I gotta make sure that I actually want to be seen in public with you.
Does women be more catfishing than men? I think they do.
I thought so.
I think women do a lot more catfish because there's a lot of women that knows how to take them good angles with their cameras, take them from up here to slim them out. You get like, oh, there's a couple extra people with you that I wasn't aware of. Thank you.
I think that it can be even. I have been told that women. It's a lot of women that are saying they're looking for relationships and they're not. And they're really looking like, looking for free meals. So men are getting out of taking women out for dates before meet and greets. That's what meet and greets are. Like,
oh, okay, because a date means I'm going, what? Okay, a date could be I'm going, like, offer to take you out, offer to pay. And that's all you want is just a free meal. You're not even looking for a relationship or anything to go from there. Mm-hmm. You're just looking for.
Yeah. I'm not like that. I am all for meet and greet. First of all, I'm the person who suggested. We can have a text conversation, and if I feel like that goes well, you can have my phone number. Then we can have a verbal conversation. If your voice is not annoying and don't drive me crazy.
Wow.
Then we can move to a video chat, and hopefully that goes well. And then we can do a face-to-face meet and greet.
So this is like a 4-step interview.
Yeah, I listen. Yes.
You gotta accept it.
I'm looking for my husband. I don't have time for it. So I don't have time to be wasting a whole week on you. No, and this is happening in days, honey. Let's get it going. Let's get it cracking. Because if I spend a couple weeks on you and I ain't even seen you yet, I'd be pissed off if I see you don't look shit like your picture. Like the dude who came to me looking like this, like he had Down syndrome. Listen, no, honey, no. Now he had a good old angle on his picture.
I'm just gonna post pictures when I had locks.
Or then his picture looked like it was like 10, 15 years ago. I guess I'm unfair stuff. Like, don't do that. You don't look like that right now.
Like my driver's license. I don't look like me anymore.
And so, like, even for me, I post pictures with makeup and without makeup. You get a whole full body shot of me. I put the year that my pictures was taken. So like all my pictures aren't recent, but the reason why I have older pictures is because my hair is different. So I got like 5 different styles on there. Like it's things that you gotta, give them so they understand, what they get.
There's a lot of personalities.
Yes.
I'm just saying. It's a lot. When it comes to you.
Why are you trying to make me wild him up?
You do it anyway.
So actually, this has been a great show, but our time is actually up.
Did you just shave your other arm today? Oh, okay.
Yes. You didn't do yesterday?
Uh,
Why?
They look extra smooth.
Why do you talk about my nose?
I'm just saying, they do.
Why?
Extra
I mean,
smooth.
I'm just saying.
Like you nailed very well.
I do nair very well.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Anyway, I brought bikini nair and I'm scared.
It burned?
I'm scared.
Speaking of, we'll talk about that next week. I had these birds.
Oh my gosh. We want to thank you guys for tuning in. We will be back next week. Oh, sorry. We'll be back next week with all new topics. Hopefully we won't get into no arguments next week.
We will.
But we appreciate your support and hope that you'll check us out next week. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. What you talk about?